Hello everyone, I am tessellating hexagons with an insufferable vibrato. Back with some more bug fables. In the last episode we finished chapter 3, and now we're doing the long walk of reverse shame back from chapter 3 to the Ant Kingdom. And we could just take the shortcut, which would be the sensible thing to do. We can just go and cash in the artifact that they are waiting for us to deliver. But, well, first of all, I still haven't healed after the last time, so first of all, let's get our nipples back in order. Insects don't have nipples, don't worry about it. But, yeah, as I gave away in the last episode, we are sort of... I won't say this is filler. It's definitely not filler, but it's not main plot focused. Because, well, we've already found and defeated the first Card Master, who's, well, actually she was the fourth, and she spoiled the identity of the first, but we were supposed to be looking for the first anyway, but I haven't bothered because, I know who it is because I did my research. But, anyway, we accidentally found the third one before taking on the factory, which we've now dealt with, so since we're in the neighborhood, we might as well, pickle some parsnips. Bring it on. Feel the sting of a pro player. I don't remember your voice. Now then, the deck that we used last time seemed to serve us well, and as you might infer, since Crow used enemies from the factory, it would make sense that this guy probably uses enemies from, the Lost Sands. So let's just work on that assumption, why not? We can use basically the same loadout and everything will probably be okay. Huzzah! Nothing is surprising. Which sort of reminds me of, okay, there's two layers to this. So first of all, Lolita Zero, the Lithuanian drag act question mark? I'm not sure what would be the correct way of referring to them. I don't know if the performance is done by Yuri Vaklenko, but I've heard that he's responsible for the voice of the performance. And you might remember him as Urius from Eurovision, Run with the Lions. Also, I named my Vanillux after him in Pokemon Sword. Anyway, I bring all this up because Lolita Zero had a song in the Lithuanian national final, I don't remember which year it was a while ago now, called Get Frightened. And because of the pitch of the voice of the performance, I don't remember. Well, I remember, I can't identify whether the recurring lyric is nothing's obvious or there's nothing stopping us. And either would fit, bearing in mind the performance ends with them smashing several watermelons live on stage. Watermelon explosion victory, we've been there before. Now then, well, we don't really need to heal, so this would be a dumb play, but 3, 6, and then 7, that should add up spagoobliously. A little bit overkill, but it's fine. Monsieur Skull will be shuffled back into the deck, and by the time he comes back around, if he comes back around, we'll live. Probably. So 2, 4, and then 7 with a little bit left over. And oh, I see you're using Mothiva as well. Oh! Card synergy. It is a thing that can happen. It could happen to you! So, I guess at this point we're just using all of our cards. And that's what we've become. Aha, you don't get to have buff defense. You can just suffer my suffering. We just need to win 2 more rounds. For some reason I thought we only needed to win 1 more round. I'm not sure where that came from. 2 more rounds and we should be good. 7, and then... Oh my! Okay, my hubris has caught up with me. This is entirely on me, but it's fine. At this point, we just need to there's no point holding back. We'll just use every card that we have. Well, that did not go as intended. I kind of feel like I should spoiler out what that card was, because that card was a spoiler. Anyway. Now, the smart play at this point would probably be to not use every card on one turn, and then use a whole bunch on the next turn. So I think... Well, so this will add up to 9. Do I think that he's going to come at me with a 9? I don't know. But he has a boss card that can potentially numb all of my cards, so... I should strategize, and oh, he's not even using the boss card. Well then. Okay, my terrible, my objectively bad strategies are continuing to pay off, and I will take that.
I've lost to a rookie.
Your overconfidence was your defeat.
I learned a strategy or two, I'll give you that. I, Shay, shall upgrade your card on my duelist honor.
Huzzah, we have 2 suits out of 4.
Good job, Leaf. We're halfway there. Whoa, lesbians in deck chairs.
That's entirely not how the song goes.
Oh, and we're just going to add to the canon that song exists in our universe, are we?
Okay, fine, I'll shut up. You still need to defeat the remaining masters. They don't get any better than me, really. Here's a good hint. Someone shy, but when challenged, changes completely.
So you mean the one that we just defeated? You mean Crow, from the last episode? Yeah, we're getting the hints in backwards order.
It pains me to say there's no shortage of shyness in this kingdom. Thank you for your help, however.
No problem. If you're up for another game, just say it. I'll give you a good fight.
Anytime, Shay. So this is something I was genuinely curious about, and this is something that I was talking to my head advisor. I come up with the plans, I run them past my head advisor to make sure that I'm not doing anything silly, and we agreed that it would be interesting to see how the game handles the hints, because, as I've mentioned previously, each Card Master is supposed to give you a hint that points to the next one. But we're doing them backwards. I didn't know if they, do they all just point to the next one in the sequence? So 1 points to 2, to 3, to 4, would 4 then point back to 1? Well, she did. But with 4 out of the loop, does 3 now point back to 1? No. It doesn't, there is no, logic to it. They all have one fixed hint that they give, and so all of the hints we receive are going to be redundant. So, in defeating Crow first, I've probably shown some hidden secret dialogue. So let's just go and fight Cardmaster number 2, who I happen to know is over here. I'm not sure how you're supposed to know. You're probably supposed to just bumble around and discover, but it's, actually you back here.
Are those your spy card players, eh?
That we are. You too.
Yup, I'm one of those cool card masters.
Just who we were looking for. Will you duel us?
Wow, you're so eager. I can't say no to that.
You ready to get things rolling then? Time to rumble. Now, these cards will most likely be from the Golden Settlement. And I feel like I have a boss card that is particularly effective when played against plant-type enemies. But I don't remember who that is, and I cannot be bothered rearranging my deck when it's already won us twice on the bounce.
Strong man, look, you're twice.
Okay, well, we can only play 1 card, so let's play the 1 card and have a fantastic time in so doing. Hooray, the time was fantastic. Anyway, I could finally also talk about some memories that I made in recent time. Yeah, you're likely to only be able to play 1 card, so if... Well, this is... yeah, this is a crapshoot, but a necessary one. Boo. That nearly went well, but then it didn't. Okay, so, during my birth week, which, as you'll recall, was recently, I had Europe Scalo 8 visiting, you know, friend of the channel, friend of a person, the person being me. And we had memes. I coughed, by the way, in case you're wondering what that random abrupt silence was. Yes, while she was visiting, yeah, we kept an eye out for various things that we could have giggles about, and we managed to find a different thing for each day. And so there's a chain of jewelers here, called Warren James, and every single one that we passed, their sign was not working properly. That every single one had something wrong with the lights, and the one in the city centre where I live, it was missing the letters R, E, and N, so it was just War James. Oh my god, what's happening in part of the world that we're supposed to not really talk about in polite company? How can you not know James? They're at war, James. And we found another one elsewhere that the Warren was intact, but the J.A. from James was not. So what are they doing over there? Oh, they're Warren, yeah? terrible, and I'll see myself to bed, but that's that. We also saw a bunch of gnomes who were mascots for a shopping centre. And they were doing some sort of performance. And, like, we sort of walked past it a couple of times, but we weren't able to, like, you know, properly take it in. We can add that as well. So we just heard random lines of what is, like, meant to be children's entertainment, profoundly out of context. How am I losing so badly, by the way? And basically the only thing we left that performance with was, "Just sing from the heart, Herbert." And that's the end of that. Okay, we can heal because we achieved 7 attack. How is this battle going worse than the previous one, by the way? We have once again hit the dead zone of just use every card and pray for happiness. But hey, you know, I've tipped it back in my favour. And then the first day, we went to Frankie and Benny's for dinner, and, like, we were standing in between a Frankie and Benny's and a Bella Italia, and we were debating back and forth which one to have dinner at. And ultimately, like, we measured, the prices were more or less equivalent. Like, because Europe's Gallo 8 has one of those cards, like, you can get, like, a slight discount from places because she's worked for the NHS, basically, so she could get a slight discount. With that incorporated, the two places worked out more or less the same. Wow, you won! And I don't lose too much, let me tell you. You had us by the ropes,
That's Ari to you. It's my joy to upgrade your card.
Huzzah, we're nearly done.
Wow, only one left. My Card Master hint is taking shade.
Always cool. We know, we've been there, we've done that.
That could mean anything.
You will figure it out, I'm sure. Still, thank you. We are closer to the tournament goal. By the way, Leaf, if you ever want to play again, just drop the word, eh?
Hopefully soon. But for now, we'll be on our way. Anyway, the thing that swung it in favour of Frankie and Benny's, and we've been talking about it like literally as recently as today. They have fantastic garlic bread. We had no idea until we ordered it, and it was peng, as the cool kids say. But the thing that swung it was they had a little, like, light-up sign next to the wait here to be seated area that just said, "There's no we in fries." I think what they're getting at is get an order of fries and then don't share them, because there may be an I in fries, but there's no we in fries, so have them all to yourself. Anyway, that sort of became a running joke for a while, and now that the 3-day event is over, we've sort of run them all into one meme, or at least I'm the one who runs them all together. And the outcome has been, "Don't we on the fries, James!" So that's how those pieces come together. Anyway, we should probably drop by the bank, he says, already dropping by the bank. 300 berries, and I'm going to put in even more. And this number input thing reminds me of... coughed again. The number input thing reminds me of that, I think it was a thread on Reddit, where web designers came together to design the worst, like, just the objective worst means of inputting a number. And it's stuff like, we'll generate a random sequence. Is this your number? Generate a different random sequence. Is this your number? That sort of thing. The number input thing here is good and fine and good. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's just, it reminded me of that. Anyway, we probably should take a look at what quests have popped up now that... Hi! Hello, Zif.
Stratos, Delilah, how are you doing?
Team Snakemouth. We're doing fine. We're investigating the outskirts for secrets.
It seems there's a place seedlings like to gather up ahead, but you need to cross the river to reach it.
Indeed. We don't have time to try to cross it. More mysteries await to be unveiled.
So, you will just leave that area unchecked?
Think of it more as an opportunity for you to find out more about it. By the way, I've heard that the Seedling Haven is a great spot to find golden seedlings.
Be careful though, golden seedlings are really strong and you shouldn't underestimate them. But they're known for carrying rare berries, so it is up to you to fight them or not.
Well, I can't say no to treasure. Thanks for the tip. No problem. Stay safe.
Well, we are going to head this way, but not for that reason, because how are we supposed to cross the river? We can't do that. But we can just, walk through enemies, it's fine. Now,
Move again.
you may recall, free money, that Crow sort of accidentally name-dropped the card master we're looking for. You may or may not recall, Mr. Hearty Breakfast himself was he was the card master all along. So that's why we're heading this way. Did I ever finish the thought I was thinking about? We should probably check what quests have opened up to us, because we should probably check what quests have opened up to us, but all good things in due Mulhoven. Do I have anything else to ramble about in the meantime? And oh hey, we can't even get back to Snakemouth Den. So there's that to contemplate. We can lie back and look at where our navels would be, but we are bugs and thus do not have former umbilical cords. Anyway, Mr. Oldman, old me your men.
Hey, are those spy cards you have there?
Indeed. We're looking for the Card Masters.
Ho, been a while since someone came by to challenge me.
Wait, really? You're a card master?
Carmina did call him old.
She best get her eyes checked. I fight like a young champ. Back in the day, they called me the Flash. Summoner.
We're eager to see the Flash, Summoner duel. Hopefully that means that you're talented and not just about to whip out your genitals.
Leaf, please do not take it there.
Really? You ready to face an old champ? Hey, you best not think I've gotten rusty, you hear?
I mean, somehow they have been increasing in difficulty even though we've been going downwards in the order you're supposed to fight them. So maybe you'll kick my ass. We'll have to see what happens. And as always, we'll just start with the only card we can play. And it went in my favor. As ever, my terrible tactic. Where did this crowd come from, by the way? Just throwing that one into the general ether. Why are you here? Huzzah, you're gambling and it's going poorly for you. Now, I will say, the outcome of all of this, we're probably not, like, the cards we have are not going to equip us to take on what we get as a prize for completing this quest. So just be aware of that going into things. But, it stands us in good stead going forwards. In the meantime, though, oh good, you've got defense this time, which substrangulates the round and makes us be loosey. But that's fine. We can... Yeah, we can stay winning if we just stay on the offensive. Well, would you look at that? Another Mothiva Zasp combo dragging me into the fingernail. Sometimes I really do just be saying words. Oh no! But it's not enough this time, buckaroo. Even with your one turn of healing. 2, 4, and then 5. I don't think this will go well for me, but it's worth a shot. Huzzah! It numbed the wrong one, but in theory, it worked out. Now then. Yeah, we can't really do much here. So, again, we'll just Heart of the Cards. That's one at least, which gives us an extra attack buff. But it's not enough. We are on the ropes, and because of Mr. Oldman of all people. Well then. Now we can bust out the big guns because we're going to heal one automatically for getting over 7 attack in one motion. Huzzah. You can't destroy me. You can't kill me in a way that matters. And now we're just in spam zone, so basically all you're doing is defending. And it worked in your favor somehow. And that's another one in a row now where they've actually had a really spoilery card, and I feel like I shouldn't show it, but I will divulge onto you later down the line. If once we encounter the spoilery cards that they have, I will tell you, oh, this is the card so-and-so had. So there's that to bear in pocket.
Oof, could I actually be getting old?
Nonsense, you fought like the best of them.
It was good, best I've had for a long time. Wouldn't give this to just anybody.
Huzzah, we have the full suit card. We've done it.
Look at that, folks, you defeated all us masters.
It was pretty fun.
Show that card I gave you to the gent at the pier. You'll get a good price for travel to Metal Island. Come back for a rematch, you hear? Gets a bit lonely here.
When we settle this business. For now, we must go. So yeah, that's why even when I did eventually get my way up to 300 berries, I decided, what if I didn't go to Metal Island after all? Because now we could get there for cheap. And so, truth be told, I was going to do this before dealing with the factory, but then it turns out that Crow is locked behind beating the factory, so... This is the earliest that you can... Well, it's the earliest you can get that discount. Strictly speaking, the earliest you can get to Metal Island, I think, is just as soon as you have 300 berries, but this is cheaper, and... As a single man, living on my own, I am all about living as cheaply as possible. Did I mention the bulk order of pasta I brought home just a few weeks ago? So, give me just a moment to withdraw some cash money, and I shall go and meet you by the pier, and we shall invest. And we are back, we have returned. We are here at the pier, which, yeah, I could have used the shortcut from... coughing again, using the shortcut from the ant tunnels, but that would have cost money, and, no.
Card players, eh? Actually managed to defeat the Masters. Very well. 90 berries for the round trip to Metal Island for the three of you.
It's cheaper!
That's all berries accounted for upon our destination, Metal Island.
Now, as I said, this is the earliest that you can get this discount. It's not the earliest you can come here because, you know, if you're willing to pay the full price, then it's fine. I would like to really stress the importance of coming here.
Well, here we are. If you ever want to head back, you know where to find me.
I'm not going to, go out my way to talk to anyone here just yet, because there is one very specific thing that I want to sort of direct myself towards immediately. That looks like fun in there. Anyway. So, there are quests that come up that will require you to come here. So, you know, it is important to establish being able to come here, and you're not gonna want to pay cash money every single time. And, well, there you go. Permit verified. We could go into the mines. Now, this throws me a little bit, because I distinctly recall having to pay Diana to let me into Metal Island. But as it turns out, I guess getting the full suit card is the trigger that unlocks the well, I think getting the full suit card and possibly going there first, it's one of the two. Either getting the full suit card or traveling to Metal Island with the full suit card is what unlocks that. Point is, I remember when I played this game for the first time, I wanted to go to Metal Island, but by the time I'd saved up enough berries, the plot had moved on in such a way that, yeah, there's no nice way of saying this. Metal Island does become permanently locked to you if you don't open it up at the earliest convenience. Okay, that's a little bit scaremongering. It doesn't actually permanently lock off. It just... it goes from, like... It is unavailable for, like, 3/4 of the game. So seriously, that means that there are some side quests that open up to you about nowish that if you don't have access to Metal Island, you will not be able to do until almost endgame times. This is a serious warning, so just, you know, take that into consideration. Even if you do nothing there, get to Metal Island. If you pay full price to go by the boat, or get there by another means, which we'll get to that when we get to that, then you will have to pay Diana to open the tunnels. So you can see why I'm a little bit confused, because, again, my head advisor believed that those tunnels were open by default. This is my first time seeing them open for free. I definitely had to pay for them when I did it on my own. So, either way.
Check it out! There are some new quests available for you.
Thank you. Could you show me them?
I hate mixtapes.
Well, there is one quest open to us. Okay, then. And was there anything... Can we do any of these? We could do these, but I can't be bothered, so... Yeah, why not? Let's go and meet up with Madeline and have that be our rounding out of the episode. He says go completely the wrong way to reach the shortcuts. And here we are. I am not going to admit how long it took me to get here, because I got turned around twice. First checking the Golden Settlement and not finding her, and then checking the Golden Path, not realizing I needed to go to the Golden Hills! The actual hills! Okay, what do you want?
Oh, you explorers. You've got that reliable aura. That's correct. Madeline, I presume. That's me. I'm so grateful for your help. Let's see. Seb, my dear butler, got lost while we were enjoying our pilgrimage. I've searched quite a bit, and I'm helpless finding my way without him. Pretty please, could you try and find him for me?
How's he like? It would help us.
Right, he's precious, tiny, with an orange bow tie. He shouldn't have gone too far. Please do your best, yes? I will reward you appropriately.
We're on it. Just hang in there.
I don't know where he is. So we might have to look around a fair bit, or we might find him immediately. I mean, at this point, things really could go either way. Now, while I was bumbling around looking for where I actually needed to go, because I was a fool and a miscreant and a lace negligee, why are you the wrong? I went to all this effort to spin the platform and be cool about it, and you were in the wrong. Right. So, I think there's actually some stuff we can do here as well that was not open to us previously. So, come to think of it, that might actually be where we need to go. So, bear with. Okay, so this is where I wanted to actually be. This is the right-hand upper area. So from when you come into the Golden Hills, don't take the right exit, take the elevator next to the right exit, and then you're here. So, we have a shield now, so we can sort of walk across the hurty floor, and sure enough, that's exactly what we needed to do. Now, I don't think there's anything else hidden over here. Maybe the game will prove me wrong, but at the very least, this is what we came for.
That bow tie, are you Seb by any chance?
Oh dear, could my lady have sent you? I'm so relieved. She must be worried sick. It's disgraceful I would worry her so, fleeing upon the sight of monsters. I only hope she'll forgive me.
Stop worrying, she'll be quite pleased to see you.
You'll surely think so. Then without further delay, let us not keep her waiting.
My, how devoted. Just stay close to us. We'll get you through safely.
Oh, we have to actually drag his ass back manually? Well, fine. As I said, I don't believe there's anything else of value over here, so I'll probably eat my words at a later date, but this is what we needed to come here for, and anyway, I don't remember if I've said this out loud yet, but just remember that we can now walk on those thorns using Leaf's special ability. We have seen somewhere in this general environment where it would behove us to be able to do that. I'm thinking it's a bit soon to do that, plot-wise, but it's something to keep in your back pocket for later.
Seb, my dear, you're safe.
Milady, I'm so sorry to have troubled you so.
Oh, how would my life be without you to help me?
I can only hope my absence would be noted, milady.
Oh, but of course. Oh, brave explorers, I can't thank you enough.
I can think of one or two nice ways of saying thanks.
No worries, I haven't forgotten your huge kindness. As a token of my gratitude, I hope you'll make good use of this.
Lore!
With that said, shall we head home? I fancy some burley tea.
Of course, milady, with some sweet bread.
And not sweet breads, because as insects we don't really understand mammalian genitalia. Will people please stop talking about those things in these episodes? Maybe meet again sometime.
Well, we got a law book, and I suppose I'll turn that in at some point, but priorities and proactive yogurt. The pieces are there. You can make it make sense if you try hard and believe in yourself. Anyway, I have been, and will continue to be, Tessellating Hexagons. In the next episode, we'll drop in with yonder Queeningtons and hand over the thing and, well, presumably make a start on the next chapter, so flip. See you then for things such as that.